Is Danny really a flirt? The answer is yes and no. I would say that I'm a flirt because I flirt when I want to, when it's convenient for me, and when I have a flirting goal. But I am not the type of flirt that I think a lot of you guys assume na parang when I go out publicly to like go to a bar, to a party, I would flirt with every single guy I find attractive. No, that's not me. Some of you may think that if I don't talk to you, or if I don't strike up a conversation with you, or if I date you and I don't hold your bicep, that means I don't like you anymore. That's not the case. Because I've dated this one guy and he kind of watched a lot of my TikToks and he kept on telling me, why do you keep on saying the word bro? Why do you not hold my bicep? Don't you like me? So, that's not the case. Like, if I don't do these things to you, doesn't mean that I don't like you. So, wait lang, ang dami ko na nasabi agad. And yeah, the bottom line is, I admit I'm not super duper mega flirty. I don't do all my Landi tips, all my advices, all the actions that I tell you guys to do whenever you're flirting with the person that you like. And actually, a lot of the advice that I give, a lot of the tips that I give, I just started actually using them in different flirting situations this year. No, I mean last year, 2023. And my TikToks during the start, or during 2022, June, July 2022, those TikToks, those flirting advices, those Landi tips were made based on my previous experiences back then that I think I could have done to better or to improve the flirting encounter, or stuff that other people have done to me that were kind of effective and I think would appeal to you guys. Those are my first flirting tips. But then in the long run, I thought to myself, I have to explore. I have to apply these advices in the field, you know? So 2023 overall was a somehow good year for my flirting life, because I kind of like really went out there and really tried to flirt with guys and meet a lot of guys. And I think I developed this kind of like fear in me na until flirt lang muna tayo. My mindset right now is like flirt. If it reaches a stage na parang, oh, is this something? Am I gonna fall in love? I automatically stop. So that's a me problem. Anyway, but the point of this episode is I'm gonna share to you guys my 2023 relandizations. So in this episode of Landian with Dani, you're gonna know. Hey there, my flirty butterflies. Happy New Year. I know this episode should have been released before the year ended, before 2023 ended, but here we are. It's currently it's January 4, and I thought, why not give you guys pointers on what I realized when it comes to flirting and a little bit about love during the past year. For those of you who are new to this podcast, welcome. I am Dani B. I give Landi tips. Landi is a Filipino term, a Filipino word, but in English it means flirting. So I give Landi tips on TikTok, flirting tips on TikTok, and I decided to make a podcast. So here it is, and we have this term called relandizations, meaning your landi realizations, your flirting realizations. So this is like kind of like a recap of my 2023 relandizations. I listed top 5. Okay, let's get straight to it, shall we? Let's get cozy also. Number 1, be confident. You'll only be ready to flirt if you're sure of yourself. This is what I learned, because growing up, I have always been insecure of myself, of my appearance, of what I look like, how I dress, how my hair looks like, what other people think of me. And then I realized recently that those stuff don't even matter. And the guys who actually liked me and who actually stayed, who actually became persistent, are the guys who I showed my true self to. So in short, I wasn't very conscious when I was with those guys, and I showed my true personality, and I was confident. I showed them that I was confident. And this is a tactic that I do. A lot of people think that I'm confident, but in reality, there are a lot of times that I'm not. I still become insecure. I still become shy, but I try my best to show other people that I'm confident. Because if you believe, first of all, if you believe that you're confident, other people will believe that you're confident. But if you show, at least, if you cannot be confident yet, that's valid. But if you at least show that you are confident. Other people will believe that you are confident. And when you're confident in your general self, once you flirt, that person will automatically notice you. You know, don't you get attracted by confident people? I get attracted to confident men. Like, don't get me wrong, ayoko yung mga mahangin. I think confidence is different from boasting, because boasting, it kind of is a turn off or an ick or a red flag if you're too boastful. But if you're confident, you're sure of yourself without actually saying to other people that you are. It just shows, even if you don't use words. I hope you get what I mean. I'm trying my best kasi to speak straight English. Kasi a lot of you guys tell me na, Dani, can you please put subtitles in your Landi tips, or can you please put translations because I'm sending your Landi tips to my friends abroad. I'm like, okay, the pressure is on. Okay, number 1 is be confident. Number 2, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is don't chase. I always wear my heart on my sleeve, and I always become so passionate. I always share a lot of information about myself, most especially during first dates. I blabber a lot about my life, my likes, my dreams, my goals. And if you think about it, first time meeting the person, and that person shares a lot about their life, it's gonna be overwhelming. No matter who you date. Like, okay, it's charming at first, but if you blabber on for like 30 straight minutes about your life, it's not gonna be a good thing. I realized that flirting is worth it if the other person allows you to flirt with them and they also flirt with you. Even if it's just flirting, let's still consider it as a two-way street, because it's sayang sa effort and time. If you keep on flirting with this one person and the person doesn't want to flirt back, you can just say, thank you next. Like, okay, you don't want to flirt with me? Okay, fine. That comes with confidence. Like, you can't appreciate me. You can't see my value. You can't see me for who I am. Me flirting with you, your loss. Don't chase. Because usually people like the chase, right? People like the chase. But, yeah, people like the chase. So let them chase you. Ikaw din. So, sige, sabihin natin, okay, you like the chase. But if you always chase, hindi ka pa maawa sa sarili mo. Wouldn't you pity yourself if you're always the person who chases? If you're always the person who makes the first move? If you're always the person who texts them, first messages them? Like, nah. You should also feel as if that person wants to flirt with you as well. You know, whatever your role is, nililigawan or nanliligaw ka man, you have to set a boundary, a deadline, a limit for yourself. Okay, you always make the first move, but until when? Until what point? Because if it's always you who exerts the effort and you're flirting for like, let's say 2 months, I always give this like deadline of 2 months, just stop it. If you don't see them returning the flirt, or if you don't see them reciprocating anything that you're doing, might as well find a different person, right? And landian pa lang to. Okay, take note. This is just in the flirting stage. Wag mo ubusin yung sarili mo. Not chasing also means knowing your worth. So if you don't chase, that means you know that you're a valuable person. So you're not gonna finish yourself, your time, your energy, and put it all on that one person, because they're not worth it and you're worth it and they don't appreciate you. So do not chase. Okay, you can chase, but up to a certain limit, a certain boundary. Imagine me. Well, I didn't chase naman, but there was this guy that I liked since 2019, and he already had multiple girlfriends from 2019 to 2023, and I still liked him. I didn't chase him, but I was waiting for him. That's not healthy for you. That's not kaawa, because I could have like explored more. I could have gave other guys chances, most especially in love, instead of waiting for this other guy who now I know him and I will never be something. So, diba? Sayang sa oras. And 3, ito, flirt till you get satisfied. We all have our own flirting goals, either to satisfy our ego, satisfy our needs, satisfy our cravings, or whatever. So I realized that you just flirt till you get satisfied, but don't forget to flirt responsibly, okay? Like, you can flirt, do whatever you want, but make sure to be responsible. That's another lesson for later. But the type of person na hindi mapakali, or I don't have a peace of mind if I don't do something that I want to do. For example, I want to message this guy tonight, I don't have restraint. As an Aries flirt aggressively. Like, if I want to talk to you tonight, I'm gonna talk to you tonight, regardless of if you're gonna reply to me or not. Regardless if I'm gonna be embarrassed or not. Regardless if you're gonna reciprocate the flirt or not. But I realized that you can flirt till you get satisfied, or you can flirt until you get the answer. Not necessarily the answer that you want, but the answer that you need. So, for example, you want to message him now. If it goes well, if he reciprocates the flirting, then good for you. But if not, then at least the band-aid is like ripped, or like it would hurt less, because you wouldn't dwell on the thought of flirting with that person for a long time. Because if you dwell for it in a long period of time, you're gonna expect a lot, you're gonna fantasize a lot, and then when that happens, all your expectations might, not be met. So just get it over with. Do flirt for you to reach your flirting goal. If you can't reach the flirting goal with this person, try the next person. Bottom line, thank you next. If ayaw next, if gumugusto go, yun na yun. And number 4, be responsible. Ito, I always tell you guys to landi responsibly. Responsible in what sense? Number 1, responsible of your feelings. Go flirt and flirt and flirt and flirt, but wag mo busin yung sarili mo. Wag ka aabot sa point na umiiyak ka na dyan, landian pa lang to hindi pa to relationship, umiiyak ka na dyan. Sino lugi? Ikaw. Be responsible of your feelings. If you get too sad, it's not healthy anymore. If this person makes you depressed, not healthy anymore. If this person makes you anxious, not healthy anymore. Acknowledge what you're feeling. Feel what you're feeling. And like within you. I advise you guys not to share too much to your friends. Because sometimes the stuff that they're feeding to you alters what you're actually feeling. So just try to talk to yourself. Just try to reflect on what you're really feeling. And wag mo sasagarin yung sarili mo. Yun talaga yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Wag mo sasagarin yung sarili mo, please. Bakit parang pang heartbroken to? Oh my gosh. I've been through a lot in terms of flirting this year. Yeah, but I'm still here. I believe I'm more confident than ever. Thank God. Okay. Responsible in what sense pa? Responsible for feelings of people that matter. Who do I mean by this? Feelings of the person that you're flirting with. If alam mo sa sarili mo na hindi mo na talaga siya gusto and wala na siyang chance, that person doesn't have a chance anymore, don't play with their feelings and ghost them at the end when things start to get serious. Okay, some of you guys may be playful flirts. If you don't know what playful flirt means, check out, I think it's episode 3, the different flirting styles. If you're a playful flirt up to a certain extent, okay? Because if you keep on flirting, like pa-fall ka na, that's not healthy. Be responsible. Flirt, don't wait for the person. If you don't like the person, don't flirt with them. Nah. If you know that there would be a point that you would ghost that person, just don't flirt with them in the first place. Kasi ayaw natin may nasasaktan tayong tao. As much as possible, don't hurt people when you're flirting. And another part of that people that matter, responsible for feelings of people that matter, you have to consider the feelings of other parties involved or concerned parties. Meaning, if may jowa siya, back off. I will never encourage you guys to flirt with people who are currently in a relationship. Even if that person tells you na, we're having a rocky relationship, we're having misunderstandings, malabo na kami, we're falling out of love. That's not an excuse. That's not a justifiable reason for you to continue flirting with that person. Once you know na may jowa na, may girlfriend or boyfriend na yung person that you're flirting with, or the person that you like that's also flirting with you, stop it right there. If they want to be with you, they would break up with that other person. They would break up with the person that they're in a relationship with. But if they can't break up with that person, he's not worth it, Don't be a homewrecker. Be responsible. I will never teach you guys to be a homewrecker. I would always hear this joke na parang, boyfriend pa lang naman, di pa naman sila kasal. Ay nako. It's a no talaga. And me, thankfully, automatically in my mind, even if I do really, really like the guy, once I know that he's in a relationship, I'm like, uncrush agad. Dapat ganun din kayo, okay? Relandization number 5, flirt for yourself. This one, I love this. This is the relandization that I cherish the most, I think, because this year, or like 2023, I learned to flirt for me. Flirt to satisfy my needs. Flirt to make me feel more confident. Flirt to satisfy my ego. Because I'm at this point where I'm kind of selfish pa. Yeah, but I don't go to the point na masasaktan ko na ibang tao. But anyway, always remember that flirting stage pa lang to. Hindi pa siya relationship. So you have to think of you. You have to consider your feelings more than considering the feelings of the other person. Because hindi pa kayo in a relationship. Whether you want to flirt for experience, whether you want to flirt to satisfy your needs, or you want to flirt for love, only think deep and a lot about the other person if you start actually dating and forming a romantic relationship. Because at this point, it's you have to think of. It's you have to prioritize. It's your needs, your wants that you have to think of first. So yeah, just like you guys, I kind of am still in the baby flirting stage. A lot of you guys kind of in the same page. That's why I'm riding with this. Roller coaster. We're at this age where we flirt, we get hurt, we learn, then we flirt again till we learn to love. Whoa. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still in the process of learning, even if I give advices to you guys, even if I teach you guys a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of you guys listening to this because recently my audiences who are even older than me ask me stuff, DM me stuff, and like asks for advice. And I think a lot of you guys know the answer na. I feel like siguro I'm just your kakampi or I'm just your bestie in terms of like voicing out what's actually in your head. And you guys, you know what? I realized last 2023 that I'm honestly still not ready to enter a committed romantic relationship because I'm still selfish in the aspect na I still want to think about me first. That's not bad if you ask me. Kasi wala ka namang tinatapakang ibang tao. You're just thinking about yourself. You're just thinking about your feelings, your experiences. And TBH, di ko pa kaya mag-compromise. Di ko pa kaya maghati ng time, maghati ng effort, maghati ng resources with another person. I feel like if that guy comes, I would know, I would feel it. But, may naisip akong particular guy. 2024, baka naman. Char. Okay. But this age, honestly, I just wanna explore, travel, spoil myself, be high maintenance. I'm allowed to be high maintenance because I maintain myself. Bahala na kung may dumating, pero kung wala, okay lang din. And I do believe that things happen for a reason. And I think the reason why I didn't get a boyfriend last 2023 is because the universe, the Lord, wants to let me know that I should fully learn how to love myself first before letting other people love me. Or better yet, the universe, the Lord, wants to let me know that I should fully learn to love myself first before having the desire to be loved by others. So, diba? For those of you who are listening to this and you're still in the process of loving yourself, keep in mind that you will only fully accept love from other people if you know to love yourself first. Because if you love yourself, alam mo sa sarili mo na lovable ka kasi mahal mo yung sarili mo eh. You value yourself. And once other people show interest towards you, once other people show love for you, matatanggap mo siya kasi iisipin mo na, gets. I love myself. You love me. Gets. Parang ganun. Gets ba? So, yun lang naman. Ang haba. Sabi ko, iiklian ko to. Anyway, ang haba. Happy New Year! If you listening to this have your relandizations, don't hesitate to drop them below. If you're listening to Spotify, don't hesitate to drop them below. Type them in the Q&A portion, or you can comment it or email it to me or DM it to me or share it anonymously in our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page. It's called Landian with Dani's Flirty Butterflies. Yeah. If you can't find the Facebook page, I believe it's linked in my Instagrams, either at Dani Buenvenida, DANI BUENVENIDA, or at Landian with Dani. So yeah, Happy New Year! I hope may napulot kayo dito because I actually realized a lot about myself while taking note of the stuff I'm gonna share with you guys tonight. So I wish you all a happy New Year and a happy 2024 Landi life. that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much, my flirty butterflies, for tuning in. I will try to post every Wednesday night this year. Promise na talaga. And I would very much appreciate if you give this podcast a 5-star rating. Meron na tayong 242 5-star ratings. Thank you so much, guys. And I do believe that this podcast already has 5,000 followers. Wow, thank you so much. And yeah, if you had some relandizations while listening, don't hesitate to share them on your Instagram stories, Facebook My Days, Threads, Twitter, or whatever social media platform you're in. And don't forget to tag me at DANI Buenvenida, DANI BUENVENIDA, and or Landian with Dani on Instagram. And always remember to keep your head up high and learn from troubles that pass you by. Landi responsibly. Bye. Mwah.